Right, good evening everyone. Tonight the assembly begins for me, and it's a scary time because when you've put so much into something, as I have this little car, and then you get back the paint job that Gavin Pink has done on this car for me, you just feel like you want to wrap yourself up in cotton wool to do it, because I am genuinely not scared, but you understand what I mean. When you put a lot into something, the slightest movement or doing something like this at the moment, and you drop it onto bodywork, none of us want to do harm to the paintwork that we've all just paid for, as it were. But anyway, tonight it begins for me. So one of the things I'm doing is obviously the tapping and the dyeing of the threads. Now, I know there's always going to be people out there that say I've done this wrong or whatever. Well, okay, but when I give the car to Gavin, every single nut and bolt that's on this car, like on the A-pillars where the seat belts go, I put an old bolt in there, and I did old bolts on the floor, but I did them everywhere. I thought, none of us are infallible. Well, certainly not me anyway. And the one thing I forgot to do was these. So tonight, all I've got to do is tap all the holes down on the doors, ready for all the new screws and everything else. I've got brand new screws for the car. Some of them I will put, so that was nearly a moment, wasn't it? I've got pretty much everything that's been redone, right the way down to zinc plate in some of the original nut and bolts and everything else that I've got to try and do. But anyway, the reason for the video, hang on, let me just start this one, bear with me. Right, reason for the video. It's hard to get it right with what you do and what you don't post on media. Now, some people can look at it and say, "Oh God, it's him again." Maybe. I can understand that. You have the choice. You do have the choice not to click on and watch it, but the reason for the question I've got tonight is, I reckon every single night, I know without fail, I'm going to be out here. I am not going to let go. So I can guarantee every Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, 100% I'll be out here, I reckon, till 11 o'clock. Some of the awful people that say, "Oh, you got too much time on your hands." No, I haven't got too much time on my hands. I haven't got a telly, because I don't do telly. It's just not for me. So I will adhere myself to do this out here, and I will give it everything to do the car. But do I post up what I'm doing every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Friday nights is my curry night. It's the only one night that I do like to chill down a little bit, but I will still do maybe an hour or two before the Ruby hits my table. Saturday night is Kay's night. It's me and Kay. That's for me and her to spend the night with. So I refuse to work on the car Saturday night, and the Sunday night as well. Is you've got to play the white man, as it were. So, but although I'm going to be out here every single night working on this, do I post up every night what I'm doing? Is it too much? I need the feedback to know what to do to get it right, because obviously you always want to keep your pages alive in what you're doing and what you're not doing and everything else. And I just try to strike the balance. So if you don't know what you're doing, ask the audience. So that's what I'm asking you. Now, there's a lot of people that hold this car. Obviously, everyone loves Gavin Pink. Everyone loves him in what they do. Well, most people do. It's obviously got to be the odd one or two here and there that might have a different opinion. I don't know how, but Gavin is absolutely to die for as a person, as a family, and his paintwork is just to me, it's a dream come true to have this car. So what do? I'm looking for feedback tonight, please. Do I document and post up everything that I'm doing? Do I put it on YouTube or do I keep it on this Facebook page? That's something I'm looking for feedback from you lot. When we posted up the video of this car being finished in Gavin's workshop, it's just under 1 million views now. We counted it today at the workshop. Colossal amount of views, which is just fabulous, obviously. So that's good. So there's obviously a strong degree of interest, mainly in what Gavin's done. But now it's the scary bit for me to put the car together. So tonight it's all going to be about door locks, rods. All the rods have been hand stripped and they've been rethreaded and they've been powder coated and they were zinc plated as well. Okay, like a lot of people have said to me, I was at the AVO show at the weekend, a few blokes said to me, why did you go to the extent that you did on the gearbox and the axle when no one's going to see it, and the heater box? That's fair enough, I respect that, yeah, no, but I just can't do it any other way, personally. It's I've got one aim, to get this car as good as I can get it. The crime is, I doubt if I'll ever show the car. That in a way is a crime, because I do it for my own personal satisfaction. I can come out in this garage every night and I can honestly just come out here, look at a rally car over there. I can look at my GT, look at Gino. It's better than any telly for me. Oh, wow. I do it for my own personal satisfaction. If maybe a museum was to contact me and say, can we put it in a museum, I would consider that, because personally I think this car's going to be alright when it's done. But anyway, all that aside, I'm digressing now. I'm wrapped up in the little car. I've just got to move the recording studio back a bit. What I'm going to be doing on this, I think, will be really nice. Really nice. And I intend to do every single bit of it to the very best of my ability all the way through. This is obviously just the start. Purely the start. And I've got an awful long way to go. A lot of people have said to me, you'll smash that, you'll crash that out. No, I won't. I won't crash this out, no way. No way. It's gonna take me quite some time. And now the story of what's gonna be happening in this garage. I wanna get this done. There's a story about HKN, the car that I met Kay in. I can post that up next week if you want to hear the story on HKN. But I've got 2 cars to restore. Obviously this one here, the GT, and HKN. And I've got 2 years to do it. There's a story behind this, but I have got a date in mind for me to have the cars done. In the meantime, I'm not going to drag the video out because it's nearly 10 minutes, this video. But please give me your feedback. If it's something that you've got an interest in, to see how I'm going to assemble this car back together, please comment and please give an honest opinion. I'm far from infallible. I will make mistakes along the way. I know I will. But my word, I will give this little car everything I've got to make it as good as I can. the recording studio, an Amazon bracket and a bunch of toilet rolls. Good evening.